What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And with JBL leaving, we need a replacement for a SmackDown Live commentator. So here are 7 commentators who should replace him. Number 7, Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler has a lot of experience behind the commentator's booth. He even did a pretty good job on last Monday Night Raw when Booker T was dealing with his hometown Houston due to the hurricane. Lawler is a veteran announcer and was a color commentator for guys such as JR and Michael Cole for many of his years. For some reason, Jerry Lawler's role has gotten smaller with the company, but he could be a great short-term solution for the blue brand while they find someone else. He is solid and could work well as the heel. Jerry did go out and say he is the best in the company, but I find that to be kind of laughable. Number 6, Jim Ross. Jim Ross has made his return in the WWE at WrestleMania 33 when he called The Undertaker vs. Roman Reigns. He's been back calling other matches, including any of the UK wrestlers and even the entire Mae Young Classic. The reason why he ranks so high on this list is because I think his work has fallen in terms of quality. The Mae Young Classic may have been one of the worst commentary I have ever heard. Honestly, the 2K video games has better commentary, and that is saying something. But you can also say that he did have a horrible partner who was Lita. He does a pretty decent job when he is calling the UK matches, and I'm sure Tom can bring out the best in him. I just want to make it clear, it may be harsh what I'm saying, but he is well past his prime. Number 5, Enzo Amore. This one may be a bit shocking as Enzo is still an active wrestler, but as we learned from my last video last night, which if you haven't watched it, what are you guys doing? Click the card now and watch it anyways. Enzo has a lot of heat backstage and could possibly lose his job. I think putting him behind the commentator's table would be a fantastic job because his voice is his greatest asset. Also, it would be pretty cool to have him back there because wrestlers make great commentators. Look at CM Punk when he was injured in 2010. Also, take a look at Corey Graves. Ultimately, this may be the best thing for his career and it could save his job. I would love for him to be a type of Bobby Heenan heel where he also manages people. Obviously, I would want him to manage the heel Big Cass when he returns. Number 4, Renee Young. Renee Young would be a very interesting choice because she would be the first female full-time commentator. There have been women who have been guests, but we never got someone to do it all the time. Renee Young is also loved by pretty much every wrestling fan. Seriously, if you don't like Renee Young, what is wrong with you? It would also be really different to see her perspective on the women feuds and matches. I feel like she would do a much better job hyping it up because she is a female and she probably has more interest in Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton. People have been tweeting that she should do it, but she addressed it on Twitter saying she wasn't really good at it in NXT. I think she was fine and she will get better. She's also a way better choice than David Otunga or Lita. Number 3, Nigel McGuinness. When watching the UK tournament, I didn't know anything about Nigel. After watching the UK tournament, Nigel became one of my favorite commentators in the WWE that fast. He does a really good job at selling the wrestlers as well as bringing out the best of someone else with him. Michael Cole was so great during the event that he even lost his voice due to excitement. Nigel also has a pretty cool voice being that he is from the UK, and I don't think we ever had a full-time UK commentator. It would be something different and great. I would still want him to do work down in NXT because him and Mauro Ranallo are just too great of a team. Number 2, Mauro Ranallo. Speaking of Mauro Ranallo, now that JBL is gone, could this mean we see a return of him on Tuesday nights? Personally, I wanted him to stay on SmackDown Live while JBL loses his job, but we saw the departure of Mauro while JBL's bum ass kept his job for an additional 6 months because they probably didn't want anyone to suspect anything about bullying. Anyways, I would love to hear his voice weekly because he seriously loves calling wrestling and has a unique voice which makes him stand out. His passion for this is untouched from anyone else within the company. Also, I would still like for him to stay with Nigel in NXT because they tape 4 weeks in one night so it could work. Number 1, Corey Graves. Corey Graves seems to be the most logical choice to be a commentator on SmackDown Live. Graves already goes to Call 205 Live, so why not replace him in the meantime since JBL is gone? He is also one of, if not the best commentator in the WWE. He also has chemistry with Tom Phillips, and they were absolutely great together down in NXT. SmackDown Live needs a heel commentator since they have 2 faces already. Aside from being the most logical, he would be a major improvement. Overall, he is the best option. And that is it for the video, guys. Let me know who you think should replace JBL in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Pllana, and I'll see you all later.